seconds to go to the start of the 15-lap Osram Saloon race here at Crystal Palace for the Iberia Airlines Trophy. And there, in pole position, car number 83, is that of Mike Crabtree in the RS 1600 Ford Escort. Next to him, in the 2.5-litre Vauxhall Viva GT, is that of Gerry Marshall. Completing the front rank, the big, nearly 6-litre Chevrolet Camaro of Martin Thomas. But in the second rank, look at car number 82, Norman Abbott. That looks like a Ford Escort, but it has a rear-mounted Hewland Grand Prix 5-speed gearbox, a very special 1600cc engine in front of it, and the flag is going up now. Graham White is lifting it, and a real blazer of a start from Mike Crabtree. Norman Abbott sprints through and takes the front off Gerry Marshall's Vauxhall. Norman Abbott clipped the front off Gerry Marshall's Vauxhall, fiberglass in the front, but it's Martin Thomas leading in the Chevrolet from Mike Crabtree. Burly, determined Gerry Marshall refuses to say die and presses on in third position with part of his car missing. Martin Thomas in the Chevrolet Camaro leads on lap 1 as they go down to the fastest part of the course to the left of the magnificent Crystal Palace swimming pool, and then up to Ramp Bend, Mandalay Ramp, Maxim Rise, and the slowish right-hander at South Tower Corner. And it's the big 5.7-litre Chevrolet Camaro with Mike Crabtree in the Ford Escort RS 1600 and Gerry Marshall both trying to get through as they come through at the top straight. Lap 1 completed, 14 laps to go. Martin Thomas leads, and up into second position temporarily goes Gerry Marshall ahead of Mike Crabtree. And Martin, and 79 there in trouble is the car of Robin Gray. That's got a 3-litre V8 Martin engine in it, and he's stuck right in the middle of the fastest part of the course as he gets away and pulls off just in time. Through come the leaders, Martin Thomas, Mike Crabtree up into second place, and down into third position in a weaving Vauxhall Viva goes Gerry Marshall. There he is. That's the team dealer Vauxhall car with the Blydenstein engine in front, Blydenstein tube. Gerry Marshall looks to be dropping back a bit. Martin Thomas, of course, has got a big advantage over Crabtree because that big 5.7-litre V8 engine has tremendous torque and power. This is the end of lap 2. 13 laps to go. Thomas in the Chevrolet leads Crabtree in the Ford. Gerry Marshall definitely dropping back. In third position, it's Jonathan Buncombe, and in fifth position, it's Martin Virane. Buncombe is fourth, not third. There's Marshall in the Vauxhall. Next round is Jonathan Buncombe in the Mini. Then Martin Virane, car number 77, the big Ford Boss Mustang. That's another 5-litre V8 car. And there come the leaders, lap 3. Martin Thomas, Mike Crabtree, Gerry Marshall in the Vauxhall. The gap is increasing between the Ford Escort RS 1600 of Mike Crabtree in second position and Gerry Marshall, the third place man. And Mike Crabtree's going to have a heck of a job to get past Martin Thomas here. And the trouble with car number 82, Norman Abbott, is out of the race with a broken radiator, and Gerry Marshall is fighting back on the top straight at North Tower Crescent. Still hardly anything in it between the first and third men. Look at them, nose to tail. Marshall has closed right up on Mike Crabtree. Mike Crabtree is right on the boot lid of Martin Thomas's Chevrolet Camaro. It's very, very difficult to get past at Crystal Palace. It's a very tight, natty circuit. Braking is all important. Positioning is all important too. And so, going round the right-hander and Ramp Bend on lap 4 in this 15-lap race, it is still Martin Thomas, 31 years old from Biggleswade. A man has been driving for some 10 years. Broke a half shaft in the Chevrolet in practice. Got it replaced, and Marshall taking to the ground. pass as he comes up into the top straight, completing lap 4. Gerry Marshall challenging, but it's still Martin Thomas, Mike Crabtree, Gerry Marshall, then a long gap. Martin Vereen goes through in 4th place. Jonathan Buncombe is in 5th place in the leading Mini, and in 6th position it's Ian Bax in another Mini, followed by Dick Ferris in yet another Mini. There are the 3 leaders. Gerry Marshall driving in his usual spirited manner. Burly Gerry Marshall, a terrific extrovert, smokes cigars and almost eats them as well. And now Martin Thomas down into the bottom straight, fastest part of the course. Mike Crabtree behind him in 2nd place. Gerry Marshall in the Vauxhall, round the right-handed ramp, uphill now. Into the very tricky section of Maxim Rise, the left and the right. Now positioning him for South Tower before coming into the top straight for the 5th time in 15 laps. And still there, absolutely nose to tail, and it is Thomas, Crabtree and Marshall, and between the 3 of them there is 4/5 of a second, with 1/3 of the race distance completed. Now the lap record, all-time lap record here, is held by Dave Brodie in a Saloon car, 57.6 seconds. That's 86.9 miles an hour. Brodie isn't here today. He's driving on the Paul Ricard circuit in France. And I'm going to start the stopwatch and we'll see how Martin Thomas's next lap time compares with the lap record, 57.6, held by Dave Brodie. Thomas leads and seems to be consolidating his grip on the race on this, the 6th lap, as he comes up to Maxim Rise. And South Tower, the right-hander. Gerry Marshall right up, and they're together again. It's very interesting that Martin Thomas loses time on cornering on that tricky part of the circuit, pulls away on this, the fast part, and as I said before, it's going to be a very, very determined Mike Crabtree or Gerry Marshall if they can get past Martin Thomas. They've still got some time left to do it, 9 laps. Crystal Palace, incidentally, is 1.4 miles around, and they've been on this lap for just under 30 seconds. Lap record, Dave Brodie, 57.6, and the yellow flag means watch it ahead. Around the right-hander and ramp, seems to be all clear as they're going up to Maxim.